Hi guys, welcome back to My Way of Life. I'm Lynn. Today we're making bakery style strawberry muffins with self-rising flour, and they are soft, fluffy, loaded with fresh strawberries and topped with the most buttery streusel. The whole batch is done in 35 minutes. Let's get into it. Here's everything you need. For the streusel topping, all you need is all-purpose flour, sugar, cold cubed butter, and a pinch of salt. Then for the muffins, you'll need self-rising flour, granulated sugar, 2 large eggs at room temperature, melted butter, buttermilk, vanilla extract, and 1.5 cups of fresh strawberries, hulled and diced small. So first grab your strawberries and make sure to wash them well. Then dice your strawberries into small even pieces, about a ½ inch. Smaller pieces mean you get a little bit of strawberry in every single bite instead of one giant soggy pocket. Quick optional tip, toss them in a teaspoon of flour before they go into the batter. This keeps them from sinking to the bottom of the muffin cup while they bake. Into a large bowl, whisk together your melted butter, sugar, buttermilk, eggs, and a little bit of vanilla extract. And you know what I always say, measure with your heart, but you want about 2 teaspoons. And then mix everything together until it's smooth and combined. Then add your self-rising flour directly into the same bowl. It must be self-rising flour in this recipe. Since we are not using any leavening agents, it needs to be self-rising flour, which already has a little bit of salt and some baking soda in it. Now here's another really important rule of muffin baking. Do not overmix. Use a spatula or a wooden spoon and stir gently until the dry lumps are just incorporated. The batter should look a little lumpy, and that is exactly what you want. Lumpy batter means tender muffins, smooth batter means tough ones because you've overmixed it. Now grab your strawberries and gently fold them into the batter with the spatula. Go slow and use just small few folds. You want the berries distributed evenly without breaking them up. Otherwise, the whole batter turns pink and the texture suffers because there's a little too much water from all of the water that is being given out from the strawberries. Now set that aside and let's make the streusel topping. All you're going to need is in a small bowl, combine flour, sugar, a pinch of salt, and your cold cubed butter. It does need to be very cold for the streusel topping. Use your fingers or a fork to work the butter into the flour until it looks like coarse, sandy crumbs with a few pea-sized pieces still in there. Those little chunks of cold butter are what going to give them the perfectly crumbly texture once it bakes. Pop the whole bowl into the refrigerator and leave it there until we need it so the butter does not melt. Grab your muffin tin and line it with muffin liners and preheat your oven to 425 degrees. Use a large cookie scoop to fill each muffin cup almost all the way to the top of the liner. This is how you get that tall domed bakery style top. Pull your streusel topping out of the refrigerator and sprinkle with a generous amount over each of the muffins. Press it down just slightly so that it sticks to the muffins. It doesn't have to be perfect here. It's okay if it gets a little bit messy. Just kind of make sure that each of the muffins have a ton of that delicious streusel topping on top. Place the muffins into a 425 degree oven for 5 minutes. Then, without opening the door, drop the temperature down to 375 and bake for another 15 to 18 minutes. That initial blast of high heat is what pushes the batter up fast before the top can set, and it gives you that beautiful dome every time. They are done when the tops are golden and a toothpick is inserted. And that's it. Bakery style strawberry muffins ready in just over a ½ hour with the crunch on top and juicy strawberries all the way through. The recipe is linked below, and if you make these, I'd love to see them. Tag me and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.